Tall guard builds are taking over 2K26, and I just made the best 6'9 Demigod ISO build that can do everything. I get Legend Posterizer, Legend Shooting badges, and Hall of Fame Dribbling with Hall of Fame defensive badges. Now you might be wondering how all of this is possible at 6'9". This is how I made it all happen. I can get Gold Posterizer after using a few cap breakers on my driving dunk, then use a max +2 to get Legend Posterizer. For this build, you want to specialize in shooting, and with your max +2 and max +1, you can get Legend Shifty Shooter and Gold Limitless. You can also get Hall of Fame Set Shot Specialist with another max +1. This build also has insane defense, and we all know how broken those 7-4 builds are. So you definitely want high perimeter defense to contest them. I can get Hall of Fame Challenger and Hall of Fame On-Ball Menace to box everyone up and play insane defense. I just might be able to contest the 7-4 monsters with this. Because I'm a 6'9 small forward, both those badges are tier 2. So I can use my tier 2 max +1s to make it possible to get them on Hall of Fame. Lightning Launch is also a tier 2 badge, so I can get it on Hall of Fame with my tier 2 max +2, and speed boost insanely fast around the court at 6'9". Have you ever seen such a tall build move this fast? So I can get Legend Posterizer, Legend Shooting badges, Hall of Fame Defense, Hall of Fame Lightning Launch. Oh, and did I forget to mention this build actually gets all the gold passing badges? I'll be throwing dots! And I have maxed out offensive rebound because I'm Hinky the Horsey. This 6'9 build is unstoppable and just might be the meta in 2K26. You definitely want to make this Demigod ISO build. If you're new to the channel, drop a sub, turn those noties on, and drop a like if you are ready for this banger. This build is an absolute demon, guys. I get Legend or Hall of Fame badges in every single category, and I am 6'9". If you did not know, tall guards are the meta this year. Tall builds in general are the meta. People are only really using like 6'8" and 7'4". There is no reason to be on a 6'2 guard or anything like that because you're just gonna get shot over. There's people out there on 3'7" builds just shooting over anything. So being able to have a 6'9" like this that can do legit everything and play defense, this build could be the meta itself. And it is extremely fun. So yeah, max +1s, max +2s, cap breakers, they're all very important for 2K26 to make your build better with the badges, the attributes. And getting such strong badges as tier 2 allows you to max +1 and max +2 those better badges instead of some trash badges. So that's how, like I said, I can get Hall of Fame Lightning Launch, Hall of Fame Challenger, Hall of Fame On-Ball Menace, along with all of these Legend Shooting badges and Legend Posterizer. And you get all the dribble moves you need on this build. And these tall guard builds move just as fast or even faster than these small 6'4 type of guard builds, bro. Tall guards are really the meta this year. So to make this build, you want to make it a small forward. You want to go 6'9". I already have my 6'8 demon. This build has better defense, a little more strength, for a little bit lower ball handle and speed with ball. But we still get the same badges. And we're an inch taller. Then for the weight, you want to go with minimum weight 185 pounds. You get slender, balanced, and buff for the body types. For the wingspan, you want to go 6'10", all right? The minimum wingspan is 6'9". But the thing is, you can't get a 93 driving dunk if you go minimum wingspan. I've been using Legend Posterizer a lot on my 6'8", and let me tell you, that badge is broken. So we are going to go 6'10" wingspan, which is 1 above the minimum, so that we can get 93 driving dunk with cap breakers, and then max +2 it to Legend for Legend Posterizer. Now this build, it is insane how it comes, right? But with some cap breakers, it makes it even more broken. So make sure you guys get your cap breakers in 2K26. There are so many ways to get them. You can do your lifetime challenges for 1. You can get 4 from a crew by hitting level 30. You get 1 from level 8, 15, 22, I believe, and then level 30. That is 4 more cap breakers. You get more max +1s, max +2s from that. You want to specialize in shooting or finishing. Make sure you use those cap breakers on driving dunk or your mid-year 3. You also get cap breakers from repping up. From getting rookie 5, you get 1. From getting pro 3, you get 1. You get much more from repping up even more. You get 2 cap breakers from your build specialization. there is so many ways to get cap breakers in 2K26, and I already have 7, and I will have 10 in a few days. So yeah, for the wingspan, you want to go with 6'10", 6'9", 185, 6'10" wingspan. Go with small forward. Now let's get right into the build. Like I was saying, this build is elite in every single category. First off, let's start with the driving dunk. Ultimately, we are gonna get legend posterizer, but you can't get legend posterizer if the cap driving dunk is a 93 and you don't use a max +2. So because our cap is only a 93, we will get posterizer on gold and then use a max +2. So right now, we're gonna put our driving dunk to a 90. Then we're gonna put our vertical up to an 80. This gives us posterizer on silver. Then I will use 3 cap breakers to make my driving dunk a 93. That will give me gold posterizer. So like I was saying, you can either specialize in driving dunk or shooting. I recommend doing it in shooting. I do it on shooting as well, so I don't have to do a different category for every single build, which takes a ton of time. And also, it's best to max +1 and max +2 shooting badges anyways, because they are the most important. So that is why you should do shooting for build specialization. So yeah, we'll cap break driving dunk to a 93, make posterizer gold, max +2 that to legend for legend posterizer. And then this build will never miss a driving dunk. So these are the finishing stats we're going with for now, 90 driving dunk. Next up, let's do the playmaking actually. So what we're gonna do here is max out the ball handle. We're gonna max out the speed with ball. And if you take a look at this real quick, the most important dribble style that you need on a tall build is Zach LaVine. This build gets exactly a 75 speed with ball. This is why I went with 6'9" instead of 6'10". I wanted to get as tall of a build as possible that can be a dribble demon. And I don't think we can do that with 6'10", because we won't get Zach LaVine dribble style and we want that. So yeah, our lightning launch will be silver. Like I said, it's a tier 2 badge. So we can max +2 it as a tier 2 to Hall of Fame for Hall of Fame lightning launch. We get an 80 ball handle for all the godly dribble moves. If you guys need the best SIGs, check out my recent dribble moves video. And then for the pass accuracy, we are going with an 85. So that gives us gold versatile visionary, gold dimer, bailout, and silver break starter. Now, like I said, the meta in this game right now is 7-4 shooting over heads. You having a higher pass accuracy allows you to dot them better and give them a higher chance to make the silly jump shots they're taking. So right now, the playmaking stats, the dunking, it's all looking crazy. Next up, let's get to the shooting. For the 3-pointer, we're gonna put this to an 89. That gives us silver limitless and gold set shot specialist just for it being at an 89. And then we get silver shifty shooter and deadeye. Now, whenever you do unlock one cap breaker from build specialization or something else, you can put this up to a 90, which will give you the deep bomber takeover. As you can see, you need a 90 3-pointer for deep bomber. If when making this build, you want to tweak it a little bit to get it right away so you don't have to worry about the cap breaker, you can do that. But me personally, I know I'm going to get these cap breakers, so this is how I'm going to make the build. Then for the midi, we're going to go with an 88 right now. And then whenever you get more cap breakers, like I said, from build specialization or from anything else in the game, you can get up to 28 cap breakers in 2K26 throughout the year. I already have 7. I will have 10 in a day or two. So I will already have this build at its max potential, and it's only been out for a week. But you can do +4 cap breakers on this to get shifty shooter and deadeye on gold. As you can see, they start on silver. You go up from 88 to 92, you get shifty shooter and deadeye on gold as well. But even if you don't get the cap breakers, it's still godly. So ideally right now, you would do +1 cap breaker on 3-pointer, +4 cap breakers on midi, and +3 cap breakers on driving dunk. The first one I recommend to do is your driving dunk to a 93. Get your 3-pointer to a 90 if you want the deep bomber takeover. And then, yeah, you want that 92 midi for these 2 badges on gold. Then, like I said, because we do build specialization in shooting, max +1 limitless to gold and max +2 shifty shooter to legend. Those are the max +1s and 2s from build specialization. You can use a separate max +1 from something else on set shot specialist to make that Hall of Fame. Then we have legend and Hall of Fame shooting badges and gold limitless. And by putting the midi to an 88 as well, it makes your close shot go up to a 78, which gives you float game on silver. All right, guys, next up, let's do the physicals real quick. So what we're gonna do is put the speed all the way up to an 85. That's almost maxed out. If it were to be maxed out, it'd be at an 86. Then for the agility, we're going to put this to an 80. When you hit 77, you get slippery off ball on gold. And for the strength, we're going to put this to a 65. Usually I don't do strength on builds, but there isn't much else to put these attributes on. If you guys don't think you'll get 10 cap breakers anytime soon, or at least 7 or even 4 cap breakers, maybe even 2, if you don't think you'll get any, don't upgrade the strength. Leave your strength as low as it goes. Keep it at a 51 and put the attributes that you would put on strength on your midi, your 3, or your driving dunk. But me, I'm going to put this to a 65. That gives me strong handle on silver, physical finisher. And then I'm gonna put my perimeter up to a 90, okay? Most of my builds, I only put it to an 85, or people would do like an 82 and 83. By doing this, I get pick dodger on gold. I get off-ball pest on Hall of Fame. Now I can use 2 more cap breakers on perimeter defense, which will give me gold challenger and gold on-ball menace. You guys see how godly the cap breakers are? And then I can max +1 both of these to Hall of Fame, get Hall of Fame challenger, Hall of Fame on-ball menace, because they're tier 2. So you get 2 tier 1 max +1s, 2 tier 2 max +1s. I can use both of the tier 2 ones on these defensive badges, which are insanely important to make them Hall of Fame. And then I am basically a lockdown in general, because that is what a lock build would have these badges on. So I'm on a 6'9 ISO build that does everything, and I'll still box you up. And then builds also get 2 max +2s, and they get the max +1 and max +2 from the build specialization. So that's a total of 8 max +1s and 2s, which just make these builds insane. So we're gonna keep this at a 90. You can cap break this later on. I'm sure you guys won't get it right away, but at some point you can cap breaker the perimeter to a 92. Then for the steal is not good in 2K26. Mike Wang does not want us getting steals, and I like that out of him. I don't think plug steals should be crazy as well. But we're gonna go to a 79 on our steal so that we get glove on silver. If Mike Wang decides to buff the steals, we'll have it on silver. And we do need silver interceptor anyways as well to get those passing lane steals. The block, guys, I have a 32 block on my 6'8", I think. And I get chase down blocks a decent amount actually, which is very insane. You don't need a block in this game. Interior, 64 is definitely good enough to get stops in the paint, and you're 6'9", you have strength, you have rebound, you're a big boy. Scoring in the paint as well is not the meta this year. People are going to be chucking corner threes. People are going to be chucking fadeaway threes. You need to be able to stop people from getting threes, which is why our perimeter is so high, and which is why we're trying to get challenger and on-ball menace on Hall of Fame. You don't need to worry about interior. You don't need to worry about block. You'll still be able to get blocks as well. We can't upgrade a lot of these other important attributes right now, but guess what we can do? Our offensive rebound can go all the way from a 35 and max it out at a 75. To get silver box out beast, we get rebound chaser. We're 6'9 with a 75 offensive rebound. We have strength. We have an 80 vertical for gold pogo stick. This build will be getting rebounds like regular center builds, which is insane. And when you're ISOing and you have a 75 offensive rebound, being able to get your own boards if you miss, or say you dot a teammate in the corner, you'll have position in the paint, you'll have a super high offensive rebound. You will get that rebound 9 out of 10 times, which is why I love doing a high offensive rebound on ISO builds. It is so good. And it doesn't take any attributes to do this. As you can see, my build's at a 98 already. I can't upgrade my pass, like my midi, my 3, my driving dunk, all the major attributes. I can't even move it up 1. But I can move my offensive rebound up 40, which is insane. Then for the free throw, I'm just going to put this up 2, and the build is done, guys. Now, if you guys don't care about the legend posterizer, for example, you can go down 1 on the driving dunk, the layup, the standing dunk, and you can put that extra 1 on your 3-pointer. Then you can get that deep bomber takeover right away. You guys can tweak whatever you want on this build, but this is how I'm doing it because I will have 10 cap breakers total tomorrow. I already have 7 cap breakers. I will use 3 on my driving dunk, 1 on my 3-pointer to get deep bomber, 4 on my midi to get Deadeye and Shifty Shooter gold, and then +2 on perimeter defense to get Challenger and on-ball menace on gold. That is 10 cap breakers. Then you can max +1, max +2, all of these important badges in each category. And you'll have Legend and Hall of Fame badges in all of these categories. You're 6'9". This build will be legit unstoppable. Now, this right here is another variant of the build you guys can make. So I have 10 less on the strength, but I put my 3-pointer to a 90 and my midi to a 90 as well. So now I only need 3 cap breakers on the driving dunk, 2 cap breakers on the midi, and that's a total of 5 cap breakers. You get all the shooting badges, you have deep bomber already because your 3 is a 90, and you can get that posterizer on legend. So that's 5 cap breakers right there. Then if you have 2 more, you can put them on perimeter defense, get those defensive badges on Hall of Fame. So this version would require less cap breakers, but your strength is only a 55. It's not a 65. So you get less badges for that. But this right here is the version I'm going with. We have a 90 driving dunk, silver posterizer. We'll +3 that to gold, then max +2 it to legend posterizer. We have an 89 3-pointer for that silver limitless gold set shot specialist. We'll +1 cap break that to get deep bomber takeover, and our midi is an 88, which we can throw 4 cap breakers on and get shifty shooter deadeye on gold. Max +1, max +2, all these badges to legend, for legend shifty shooter, for Hall of Fame set shot specialist, and for gold limitless. So we're jumping from silver shifty shooter to legend shifty shooter with the power of cap breakers and max +2s. That's how broken they are in this game, guys. So you need to grind for those so that you can make your build even more broken. We get an 80 ball handle, 75 speed with ball. We'll get Hall of Fame lightning launch with the max +2. And we get all the goated dribble moves we need. Because our strength is a 65 also, we get strong handle on silver. We get the gold passing badges with an 85 pass X, so we'll be throwing dots. We have a 90 perimeter and a 79 steal. So right now we have silver and gold defensive badges, but we will use +2 cap breaker on our defense to get challenger and on-ball menace on gold. And then max +1 those to Hall of Fame. We get a 75 offensive rebound for box out B silver, and we get rebound chaser with a 60 D board. The speed is insane, it's maxed out. The agility is very high too. And then we have good strength and an 80 vertical for that gold pogo stick and contact dunk animations as well. This build is a demon, man. I cannot lie. It is looking unstoppable right now. We have shades of Scottie Pippen, Paul George. The only weakness it says is you won't get blocks, but you actually will get blocks on this build. I promise you, 100%. But the strengths are just crazy. I'm a rainmaker. I'm a midi sniper. I am a lockdown, it says. And I finish at the rim like crazy. And these badges, these attributes are only gonna get better and better. There are a ton of ways to get cap breakers in 2K26. You can get 4 of them by leveling up your crew. You get 1 at level 8, 1 at level 15, another 1 at level 22, and the 4th cap breaker at level 30. You also get max +1s from leveling up your crew. You can get 2 cap breakers by doing your lifetime challenges. All you have to do is complete the quests. When you do 100 of them, you get a cap breaker, and when you do 200 of them, you get another cap breaker. You get cap breakers from rep rewards. If you get rookie 5, you get a cap breaker. If you get starter 3, you get another cap breaker. And whenever you get starter 5, you get 3 cap breakers, and you keep getting more and more as you wrap up. For your build specialization, you get 2 cap breakers from this. You also get max +1s and max +2s. You also get 1 from hitting level 40 on this season. I mean, there is so many ways to get cap breakers in 2K26. You guys will be able to get a good amount. And yeah, like I was saying, when you go to the tier 2 badges, lightning launch, on-ball menace, challenger, these 3 badges are insanely strong, and I'll be able to max +1 tier 2 and max +2 tier 2, all 3 of those insanely important badges, along with the already insane tier 1 badges like posterizer, set shot specialist, shifty shooter, those type of badges. All of those will go up at 1 or 2 tiers. Then when we go to the cap breakers, like I said, +3 on the driving dunk is probably the most important one. Then do your midi and your 3-point. So that right there is 8 cap breakers, and then if you get another 2 perimeter defense, that is 10 cap breakers. And then the build is even more broken. Yeah, man, I mean, this 6'9" Demigod build, it is a monster, bro. It can do legit everything. It gets Legend or Hall of Fame badges in every single category. This build is insane, bro. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, turn the noties on. I'm dropping bangers every single day. And comment down below what your favorite build to use so far in 2K26 has been. If you guys need dribble moves and a jump shot for this build, check out these videos on the screen right here. These are what I'm using. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Hanky. I hope I could help you guys out with the best 6ix9ine build. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.